Hey everybody, it's Dana Mitchell, and I thought I would take the opportunity today on the podcast to talk about my business and my business setup and how I organize my business. I've gotten a lot of questions from visitors, and I thought it would be a great idea just to put all that information together in a podcast, and then that way I could refer people to that rather than individually answering all the questions. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you own a small business or are considering owning a small business, especially a web based business, this podcast might give you some information that could be helpful. So, in this session, I'm going to talk about how I organize my business and the different tools I use to set it up, give you some information about my social networking and the tools I use for that, and also give you a few other tips that may be helpful if you're considering setting up a business or you already have. So the first question I have that I'm going to talk about today, and I've kind of combined different questions into this one. How long did it take you to organize your business and what tools did you use? Well, let me start by saying I already have a human resources consulting business, and I've done that for many, many years. And as part of that, I've been working with professional organizing clients through that business. And the majority of my experience has been in the business or corporate world, organizing with corporate clients and also helping them improve productivity. So I already had a basis for my experience and a track record for helping clients and having services that I could offer. And then from the point of having an idea about this organized DIY business to having a fully functional website, community website, social network presence, that has been a little less than a year. And the whole process started by conducting a survey. And so I conducted a survey using a free tool online. So I conducted a pretty lengthy survey of my clients, my social networks, including Facebook and LinkedIn, and friends and family to find out some information from them. And the goal was to find out several things. One, the awareness level of the organizing industry. Two, do people know what a professional organizer is and what their role is when helping people get organized? Three, interest in getting organized and organizing services. Four, how many people are do-it-yourselfers? So I needed to understand about that niche of people. And then five, I also included a myriad of demographic questions, pricing questions, and things like that. And so I conducted that survey, as I said, at the very beginning, was able to gather a whole lot of great information and data to find out if my idea maybe had some kind of traction and if it possibly could work. So that was the very first step. Be clear about your goals, what your services are, all of those things before you choose a name. Once you choose a name and you acquire a URL and you start setting up emails and social networking, it is a little bit tricky to undo that and change it if you decide to change your mind on your name. Well, this is all the time we have today for viewer questions and my answers. I hope the information has been helpful for you, especially if you are considering starting a business or you are in the middle of starting a business. These are the things, the tools that I have used to start this particular business. As I mentioned before, if you have any questions for me, I would love to talk to you, email with you, so please drop me an email. And last but not least, if you enjoyed this podcast, please check out our blog. And also, if you will go and rate us on whichever podcasting service you are using, that would be a great help to us. A positive rating will bring us up into the rankings and also, quite honestly, helps keep me motivated to keep on putting together some podcasts for you. Thank you so much for joining us today. I have really enjoyed our time together, and I look forward to hearing from you. Comment on our website or send me an email. Happy organizing, everybody!